How's it going? Ah, that looks better. Okay. Now, yeah, it's reloading by itself. It's gonna be a false reload. I gotta reload myself personally, and I've got an excellent connection. Should see it from why I'm not seeing much of that. Mm-hmm. An error occurred. Please try again. Playback issues. Blah blah blah. Cool. It works now. Okay. So, copy URL. Link here. CD journal. And no. Okay. Well, there it is. So, be gone. I've got a simple idea first. So if you've got this, you probably want corners like these to be rounded out if you've got little pillars floating around, you know? So what I'm gonna do for that, select corners like these, make a little group for rounding stuff, assign that, and make this early point modifier, a bevel modifier for rounding stuff. It's gonna be working at a percentage. And let's go for 8. Yep. And then smooth, angle, better. No, it's not. Okay. At the newer version, it's a little bit better, but I need this old version to have flip fluids working. And if I'm gonna do pools, I'm gonna want to get water flow at some point. So instead, what can I do? Can I mark with a sharp and it's not working. I could do this. It's definitely scuff. The newer version is it's gonna look a lot better if I do this. And it doesn't quite show up in here. Let's see how does it show up when I've got it liked. Like, yeah, that's an issue. That's definitely not right. I know this is a solved issue. And if I disable... Hold on. There's a modifier here I can use, but I gotta disable this one. Use this ugly thing. Get the smooth by angles modifier. And then I can enable that. Because this is not a true modifier, it's a... And it doesn't show up here because it's not an option. It's a geometry nodes thing that's basically shoved in there. Why does it look like that? It doesn't look like that when I do it normally, like nowadays. This looks kind of fine. It looks kind of fine too. It works as well. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep it like this. And save that. Let's see. I'm gonna keep it in simulations. So, want tiles. Probably gonna want something like this. Something like this. Or like this. And then where's the float curve? Hold on. Go on there. RGB curve? Can we... Vector curve. There we go. I can, and in here, stuff like this and this, which if we just separate one of them, looks like that. I definitely want this to be a ping pong though, so ping pong, for some reason, is not available in many other things. So you've got the absolute. This here. And just do it yourself. Okay. Now. Oh, that's a problem. I want these to be identical. Why I made them. In that case, what can I do here? It would be messy, but I could make a node which just basically I could make a node which lets you switch between different things here. I'm gonna combine all of this first into what I want there to be by default. Now I can do this. I do probably need to do that. Where is down here? Man, this thing needs to be sortable by the user. Just unfuck it. And by fuck it, by it being fucked, I mean unhardcode stuff like this. Though you can just write a little text somewhere and say, hey, switch this from there over here to over there, and be done with it. No coding, nothing. It's just, you know, whatever's in the hard coding, in the code itself of the program, it makes it work. Like just where it's stuck in there and you can't get it out without doing a recompile, rip it out. Tear the thing, remove the organs. Spread them out on a big table for the user to never touch unless they need to, but be able to touch without ripping open the rib cage themselves. That's all I want. Okay, so this, what you get is a little bit of an empty space. These need to be divided. Otherwise it's gonna be, yeah, incomplete. Okay, so now I can, if I XYZ, you know, this empty space is now there. If I just plug it in directly, you see it's a direct connection, because I want a little seam in between that. And for the other node, I'm gonna make it a separate thing. Gonna reset, no, not reset curve. Is that on all of them? No, of course not. And okay. Seems like it's hold on. Seems wrong. Seems very wrong. What's going on here? Guess I'm gonna need to do it over here. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like that. 0, that's 0.5. Copy this one. Okay, now I'm gonna recombine it using math instead of vectors. Using minimum or maximum, one of them, yeah, minimum. And basically, you know, this kind of stuff. Because if you've got surfaces like these, it's going to be invisible, because it's basically, if you look at it from the side, this is where the floor is, and that's directly where the inseam is. I'm also gonna want yeah, that's fine. And it's coming from over here. Just doing it over here then. I wanted to try seeing if I can make a reveal one which looks a little more sophisticated, but it also looks to be a lot more counterintuitive. I'm not saying it's bad. If you want a good experience, it is, apparently. So, once you've got this, I can basically do this. And that's gonna work for some stuff. This is gonna stay ugly because I'm not doing UV unravel. Basically. I don't care for it, I'm not gonna do it. Now, another thing I don't care for, but I'm gonna do now, is go over to Eevee. It's gonna compile a lot more now. Because now I want this to look properly like a, like an actual surface. Yeah. If you're not like triple effect, that kind of stuff. Now this is not meant for color, but for a bump map. Looking kind of like that, but over here. And also, I'm gonna do that. Also looking, do I need to do this? No, I don't. It's gonna be looking a lot better then. Why is the sun not working? Okay. That's this, I think. Yep. Okay. Ambient occlusion, definitely. Gotta have ambient occlusion. And yeah. Yeah, probably has it should have somewhere. I don't really know where. See, if I were to go over to cycles, it just it's lit. It's gonna be a bit slow. It's gonna be grindy, but it's lit. This is why I don't like using Eevee, because it's kind of You know, like that. Does it have to do that? Okay. Let's make it a uh, huh. I have decided to make it in cycles. And I'm just gonna make the viewport samples low and set this to 0. So it's always gonna be denoising. It's gonna be kind of ugly. It's gonna be laggy. And to fix that, I'm gonna make it a little pixelated. A little less pixelated. That works. You can also oh my god, why was this looks so much better already, man. Okay, let's just go to what I wanted to do. Over here we've got this, which is gonna snap to increments of 1, which okay, increments of 2, does that match? That matches, okay. Now, if I look over the textures and say white noise textures, that's an input of vectors, and I can just, you know, do this. Ta-da! That's an easy way to do that. I can then, of course, also add a color ramp over here. Reset. Increase this. And give this a select tint of some kind. Oh, let's make this one a little darker. And that looks good. Let's looking over here. That looks great. What's missing? I'm doing one last test here. What's missing here in HDRI? Can I environment texture? Cool. That's visible. Let's look for HDRIs. It's gonna be paying for you all a little bit. Let's just free, no license. Perfect. The website shows up. This one has a symbol on there. Now, here's what I'm going by. This website showed up like this. Hold on. Let me see it's to something. Oh, okay. So website showed up right here. So I'm gonna check once to make sure settings necessary. Fucking no. Go fuck yourself, grandma. Why are you the symbol of some bullshit law breaking like that? Just GDPR, I mean, what's it called? Okay, so it showed up. It's not free. Price low to high. That's $2. So the website is literally called Free HDRI Maps. I mean, the website title, and it's $2 per HDRI. That's interesting. Oh no, it's a suggested price. Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna go with something blue open sky. And here's the funny thing, I don't need it to be HD in any way at all. I don't even need it to be the correct file format. So when you want me to make an account to buy something for free, I'm just gonna download the preview, which is a JPEG. Criminal as that may be, and use that. Because it's given me the same light I already want. And if anybody has a complaint about that, I can just say, hey man, non-compliance with GDPR, generally being annoying to navigate. Grandma. Let's see what the artist of that one has to say about being used for breaking the law and all that kind of stuff, because I didn't do your search engine optimization, you did that. Anyways, it's not like anything more than the sky is gonna be visible, so let's just perfect. I don't care. And the sun's showing up again. I got something. Let's go back to object. Another thing I'd want to add is input level. Let's see. Interesting. Very interesting. I see. Right. God damn. Back to Eevee? uh, back to cycles, I mean. It's just a little rounder here. Anyways, I'm just gonna use Eevee and just render in cycles anyways, so what does it matter? Another thing. That. One of them. Let's go with this one. And gonna map it up. Yeah. So that hold on, let's no. Different. That should extra subtract over here, so the divots a little deeper in addition to that. And these tiles look shit. These tiles look shit. I'm not proud of how they look. At all. I'm just messing around at this point. That's not even correct in any way. You know what? Screw these. I'm gonna go look for my old file. If I have, oh no, I don't have that. I've got assets. Is that my stuff? Generic assets. I've got paid add-ons. Got real-time materials. I do have my own tile material, I'm just not gonna be using it now, I guess. Let's look for tiles. These are blue, these are cracked, these are white marble, these are bathroom tiles. But ornamental tiles. Let's go with blue ones, I can always choose another color. Yeah. Yeah. Why the fuck are they using UV mats? Okay, so if I just plug it into that, it's of course gonna be a kind of a mess scale-wise. Then I need to let's see. Do I have my probably do not. Okay, triplanar mapping. Let's do triplanar mapping real quick. Basic idea is you've got a little node setup which makes it so stuff from okay, open image new tab, not link. Okay, yeah, that's good. Dot product, dot product, dot product. I'm gonna be recreating it here, so is that right? Doesn't seem right. Oh, it is. I'm gonna need to look at the your replace RGB nodes. Okay, okay, no, okay, I got it, I got it. That's it. So let me just copy these nodes. First, vector math, group, group, and fuck off. Now, vector transform, normal object, yeah, okay. I'm gonna input texture coordinates, use this normal. All of this is gonna be a little messy until it starts working all of a sudden. So, let's see. It's color. Okay, so black one. That's gonna be that part. Butterfingers, greater than. Oop. And basically it's gonna select a side. And whoops. I'm still making it blue because it's okay. Just plug it in here. So I'm going to select the side and then put the texture on that side rotated. Divide by 2. I'm struggling to see the purpose of some of these things. But I will do the things anyways, as is the way. When you're copying nodes, you just copy nodes, and if it doesn't work at the end, then you start run. Square root HQ, no. Square root. Ah, okay. Never really used that. Well, that's just gonna not do anything then. No, okay, no, I see. I see some of the reason here. Let's go a little off to the side. I'm gonna have absolute going into here. Here and here. Then dot product going once into this. That's gonna look a little weird. I'm gonna sort it out later. Top one and all of them. Okay, top, top, and top. 1, 1, 1. And now for the input, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it rotate properly. Let's see, did I miss anything just before I really dedicate myself to... That looks good, that looks good, all looks good. Okay. Now I'm gonna check how I can... because basically what it's doing is it's giving you the option of choosing which goes on what side. So what you're gonna want to do is have a rotated image, rotated vector. Like this has an input vector, which is the object coordinates, and I want to rotate this to this side and to this side, and then put it on here. So just gonna plug that in. No need for that. And topmost is this one, I think. Wrong. This one? Oh, wait. This. Yeah. So that's gonna stay the same, but the other two are gonna get mapped. And right, yeah. Is it not already dirt? No. Yeah, okay. Let's check. Not quite. That looks good. Ta-da! Triplanar mapping. Can I rename it to that? And somebody please make this a default node you just ship the program with. Don't leave it up to random people making add-ons. It really should just be in here. Anyways. This avoids the issue of me being shit at photorealistic nodes for surfaces, materials and stuff. And with searching issues I had over here. And yeah, it's just having this issue, but that's probably easy fixable. If I bother to take the time. But for now, I can just say no color variation. And it looks good, doesn't it? Okay. So, now I can actually start making the thing. I'm gonna get one more thing. It's kind of important for the pool rooms. It's gonna be a secret. It's gonna be a secret until I get it. Work. Mega structures. That. Materials. That. Edit.